Is up, everybody? I am Steve SVU, and welcome to Week 3 of the LVL Draft League. My opponent this week is SimslyBoolin, owner of the Bronx Bundles, and let's get right into the team analysis. So Simsly's team is definitely very scary, with Weavile and Dragalge both being able to Terra this week. And since this is free Terra, they're able to Terra into just about any type. And Weavile is able to do massive damage into huge portions of my team, as well as Dragalge being able to get double stab with its adaptability and Terra, or even being able to get adaptability Terra on any other type as well. Galarian Zapdos is able to be an incredibly threatening choice user, with being able to outspeed a good portion of my team with a Choice Scarf, as well as do massive damage with a Choice Band. Terapagos is able to spin away any hazards, as well as set up with Calm Mind and potentially sweep my team with any Earth Power, Stored Power, or its Terra Starstorm move. Spectrier is able to be incredibly threatening with a Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, or even a Resist Berry with Nasty Plot. It's able to do incredibly good damage into large portions of my team, and I really need to look out for it. And then Jirachi is able to be both an incredibly offensive menace to deal with, but an incredibly defensive menace to deal with as well, being able to offer wish support to his entire team, as well as get Paraflinch hacks with Serene Grace Iron Heads. And then there's Swampert being able to do massive damage into some of my biggest threats like Goldengo, Incineroar, and Gliscor, just to name a few. And then not only that, but can also set hazards on me, and I don't have the greatest hazard control, so Stealth Rocks are a huge issue for me. And it being able to pivot in and out with Flip Turn is also incredibly useful for him. And then Diancie. We all know how Diancie does while watching me in the MMC. So I am definitely incredibly scared of this Diancie, being able to be both offensive as well as potentially defensive with hazard stacking support. And Orthworm, while Shed-Tail is in fact banned, it is still an incredibly defensive steel type, though I feel like it won't come over Jirachi if he does need a steel type. And then Noctowl, he's kind of just a bench warmer. I'm not terribly worried about him. However, the rest of his team is definitely incredibly scary, and I really need to watch out for it. So now it's time to get into my team. And I am starting off with Goldengo as per usual. With 248 HP, 252 defense, and a bold nature, I am always able to live a knockoff from Weavile with a Colbur Berry, and I'm able to OHKO it in return with Make It Rain. And if he decides to Terra out of his Steel type weakness, Shadow Ball will do massive damage as well. Nasty Plot allows me to get massive damage off into just about everything on his team, and Thunder Wave lets me cripple potential offensive threats like Spectrier, Weavile, Galarian Zapdos, the works. Goldengo is mainly just going to be here to counter a few of his biggest threats, and potentially either be sacked or hopefully be able to just cripple a good portion of his team. And then next up, I really wanted something to handle that Spectrier and Weavile, so that is why I decided to go with Assault Vest Incineroar. With 248 HP and 100 defense, I am never threatened by just about anything Weavile can throw at me after an Intimidate drop, and I always OHKO it with Drain Punch to get a good portion of my health back. Knockoff lets me do huge damage into pretty much everything on his team while also getting rid of their item. Fake Out lets me get priority on just about everything to be able to potentially pick off weakened threats like Weavile. And Will-O-Wisp, should I get knocked off by Weavile, will be incredibly useful into his main physical attacking threats like Weavile, Galarian Zapdos, or neutralizing any leftovers on Jirachi, Terapagos, and Swampert. I think Incineroar is going to be incredibly useful this week, and I'm looking forward to using him. Then following up right after Incineroar, I decided to bring my Terra captain, Gallade, with Terra Fighting this week. Nothing on his team resists both Psychic and Fighting, so that is why I decided to bring him with an Agility, Sacred Sword, Psycho Cut set with Destiny Bond in the back. With 252 attack, I am able to 2-hit KO his entire team, and with 200 speed, I am able to outspeed everything on his team after a Choice Scarf with an agility boost. Koba Berry allows me to potentially live a Brave Bird from full. However, I do need to watch what percent I'm at, as I don't live from lower HPs. However, it does also allow me to eat potential flying coverage moves from other mons on his team, such as Aerial Ace on Weavile. And Destiny Bond allows me to be able to pick off a full HP threat while I am potentially at lower HP. And right after Gallade, I decided I wanted to give this mon yet another go because last week was a little disappointing, so that is why I decided to bring Comfey yet again. With 248 HP, 252 defense, that is essentially the same exact EV spread as I brought last time. However, this time I'm bringing Sub-Seed Calm Mind Draining Kiss. Once his steel types go down, nothing on his team resists Fairy, and I'm able to substitute and Leech Seed stall him in his face. And even things like Jirachi don't love getting Leech Seeded and worn down over time. And if I have a few Calm Minds up, I am potentially able to out-heal him and even win the War of Attrition. And then right after Comfey, I decided I wanted a little bit more speed, so that is why I brought Choice Scarf Greninja. With 252 special attack and 192 speed, I outspeed everything that isn't named Scarf Spectrier, and I'm able to hit massively hard with Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, U-Turn, and Switcheroo. I do need to watch out for potential Scarf Weavile as I just barely underspeed it, and Hydro Pump and Ice Beam are able to hit everything on his team for at least neutral damage, and U-Turn lets me hit Weavile for super effective damage while also being able to pivot on it. And Switcheroo allows me to cripple potential Terapagos or even things like Diancie if he thinks he can sit in on me. And finally, I decided that I wanted to bring my defensive backbone for this week. It's not Gliscor, I'm bringing Knacklestack off the bench. With 248 HP, 252 special defense, I am never threatened by Spectrier, and I'm always able to get Assault Cure off. Body Press allows me to do really solid damage into some members of his team, such as Terapagos and Weavile. Recover lets me keep myself generally healthy, and Stealth Rock allows me to potentially weaken some of his biggest threats if he decides to pivot in and out a lot. Assault Cure lets me get massive damage off on pretty much everything on his team, especially since a good portion of his team does not like to switch in and out and prefers to set up in my face. And Assault Cure is able to nullify that. And that is the team for week 3 of the LVL Draft League. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and sub to not miss any more of my Draft League content, and I will see you guys in the battle. Welcome back to the battle, guys. Alright, so here. Alright, so just looking at this here, this is generally sort of what I expected. Diancie makes sense. Spectre, yeah. Pretty much everything here is generally what I expected. To be fair, I made this team a while ago, so I can't really exactly remember everything. Looking at it here. I definitely see a realm where he just is lead Diancie. I kind of want to go for just lead Diancie and click button. He could also be lead Swampert. I could see that. This is really tough to exactly say. I go with this. Kind of want to go just Greninja, Weavile. Just gonna go for U-turn here, I think. He could switch, or he could just go right away. This is his Terra Captain, so... And it's Terra Ghost. That's definitely for Gallade, so you can possibly do, like, you know, the 50-50 stuff against it. He definitely doesn't want to risk it here, and Terraing right now is not a great idea. So he either has to be Scarf, or he has to... either has to be Scarf, or he has to be switching out here. I definitely feel like Scarf is an option for him. Greninja is lower than Weavile, right? Yes. Greninja is, in fact, slower than Weavile. I'm gonna switch. Okay. That's fine. Do I want to go for Drain Punch or do I want to go for Knock? I feel like going for Knockoff is generally better here. Though Drain Punch might be good as well. I think going Knock. I'm gonna hold off on it for a sec. The main reason I'm thinking this is he might switch into Swampert, which, I mean, going Drain Punch into Swampert would be pretty good too. But I do think, most of all, he's probably going to switch into Diancie. And I know that Drain Punch isn't gonna really like do much damage to it, especially if he's specially defensive. So at least Knockoff gives me a little bit of that. Yeah. So there. Ooh, that is 110%. Especially defensive. Okay. Sure. I think going Golden Go here is for the best. Because I need the HP on this to both help with Spectrier while also helping Weavile. Because that did a solid 25%. Like 26%, sorry. It rounds weird, I guess. Could also go into... Could go into Knackle Stack. I like that idea, mainly for the sheer fact that getting Rocks up is nice. Yeah. I don't want to do that because this is very good into pretty much his entire team. The Sub-Seed set. Nothing can really, like, break it. I think just going Knackle Stack. Okay. That is fine. Now I'm just gonna get Assault Cure. Because if he stays in and continues to try to get down hazards, then this is just getting generally chipped. And if he switches, then I punish the switch. Pretty simple. Easy. And then I can always get... Yep. That's fine. Yep. This is alright. Do I think he's going to switch into Spectrier? I don't think he's gonna switch. He might. This is definitely the Endeavor set. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Okay. I think I can just go into Golden Go. I don't think he really can do anything to me here. Okay, you can go into that. Weavile. Not Boots. That is 110% going to be Scarf then. I'm Culverberry, so now I can just... There we go. And now his Terra Captain is gone. Excellent. Perfect. Rapagos. Okay. And then I get a Para off. And then I bring in Knackle. And then I just get Assault Cure off. Let's go! Okay. That is perfectly fine with me. Damage. Okay. And if he just keeps going for Earth Power, that is fine by me. There. And yeah, he has no switch into that now. Okay. Good. He has no switch into that. Okay. So that is two of his biggest threats into me gone. Spectre still very scary, but with Incineroar in the back, that's pretty good. How much does this do? I wonder. Zapdos. Galar. To Gallade. Spelled it wrong. Yeah. Gallade. Bravebird. And Boba. That does kill. You know what? Sure, I'll sack this for now. Okay, never mind, I guess. Unspec. Now I just bring... For right now, I'm just gonna keep this as a sack. Because it helps me get a free switch later in the game. This is kind of easy. There. Probably gonna expect me to go for Dark Pulse. Probably gonna expect that. I think just going Hydro is the best thing here. Greninja. Choice Scarf. Okay, Hydro Pump does 2-shot. And then what about Bacteria? Hydro Pump does 53. Doesn't 2-shot, I don't think, at least. At 88. Okay. Oh wait, whoops. There. It's a good chance. I'm gonna go for the Hydro. Very good. Solid damage. This is tough because I kind of want to just, like, click it again, but I need this to outspeed. Okay. I think just going for the Golden Ghost Sack and then going for Comfey here is the best option. Okay. There. Actually, no, I'm gonna sub. He is probably going to go into Zapdos here. Because he's going to expect me to Giga Drain. Okay, going Spectre, that's fine. Okay. I did misclick that, but... You know what? I'm gonna go for the Seed.
Okay, this is fine. I can outstall you here. There we go. And now Comfey should just sweep this. So then I can just get to +2. And then +2 from here should just be able to kill everything. Yep. Should just kills it. Zapdos as well. If this doesn't kill, I'd be surprised. This would have to be like... Oh no. Oh, really? Wow, okay. That is significantly less damage than I initially thought, but should still be okay. Oh. Well, alright. Well, good game. I really appreciate it, dude. Like, your team was hella scary, man. Like, if I didn't predict that Weavile there, I was straight up cooked. Like, if Golden Go wasn't able to take care of Weavile, then I was just gonna straight up lose that. Knucklestack did huge. Dally didn't do as much as I initially thought it would, but kind of makes sense. Like, I wasn't really able to get off an agility right away, and without an agility boost, I can't really outspeed most of the things on his team, especially like Weavile, Galarian Zapdos, Spectrier, things that really threaten me super hard. I couldn't do that. Incineroar did really well at helping to wall this, as well as getting a solid knockoff onto Diancie, so it didn't have the chance to get its Endeavor off or anything with its Custap, because that's what I assume it is. It's probably Custap Endeavor. Comfey did great. Greninja was really solid. I'm really glad that I decided to make that initial play into Incineroar, because getting hit by Brick Break on Greninja would have been really, really bad. But overall, yeah, the entire team did really well. Comfey did really solid. But yeah, man, thank you so much for battling me. I really appreciate it. And anyways, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, sub to not miss any more of my Draft League content. Finally breaking that losing streak. Let's go. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.